Good afternoon. It's Sunday the 11th. It's about 2:30. It's very overcast, very damp. It's been raining on and off most of the morning. Um, Today's just about the compost. I'm gonna hopefully, if the rain does hold off for the rest of the day, I'm gonna chop up some weeds, cut down the paths, trim the edges of the paths, cut the grass at the end, and then combine it with some cardboard into me larger compost pile. I'm going to break the front off the enclosed compost unit over here and mix all that in, so I've only got one big well turned compost heap, and that's it for today. It's just all about the compost. Look, Violet.
This morning I woke, restless and heady, with blood pulsing fierce in the vein. There's light on a line this morning, and maybe forever. I move with regard for the signs. You know I've searched my heart to prove there's better ways to push and pull. Hey, whatever gets you through these days. Somewhere to the east, the sun is stirring, starting to light up the sky. And I'm lying here reliving the last few days, 'cause I missed most of them the first time. You know I've searched my heart to prove there's better ways to push and pull. Hey, whatever gets you through these days. Did I disappoint you? Leave a bad taste in your mouth? I thought that we could, I thought that we would, I was mistaken. You know I've searched my heart to prove there's better ways to push and pull. Hey, whatever gets you through these days. You know I've searched my heart to prove there's better ways to push and pull. Hey, whatever gets you through these days.
Good evening. It's 7:30, 7:25. Them some grotty hands. Today's been about building a compost heap. So I've done everything I wanted to do, and I've turned over the area where the old compost heap was, and I've planted the remainder of the cover crop. So I've extended that bed along, and I'll show you that in a minute. Yeah, Julia's been down. She's taken some onions, some lettuce. I've just fetched off some mange too. The neighbour's just given me a massive punnet of strawberries, which looked bloody fantastic. Broad beans we've just taken off. They've gone from nothing to massive as well. Mange 2 has just come from nowhere, so that's fantastic. What else we had? Rhubarb, gooseberries want picking. So yeah, it's all happening. Right, I'm going to flip the camera around and we'll just have a quick walk up the plot, and then I better get home because Julia messaged me 10 minutes ago to say dinner was on the table. So we'll see how that goes. Right, as you've probably seen, I've chopped up loads of green stuff and it's all incorporated into that. So what was over there, that pile, is now in there, and everything from out of that bin there is also turned over and on that pile. So yeah, that's if you've watched the early part of this video, you'll have seen me building that bloody thing with lots of green stuff and cardboard, and I've inoculated it as well with the compost tea that I've had that I've been making at home. So I've put where I've been putting the watering can over it, it's either been straight out the water butt, or it's been where I've cultivated fungus and bacteria, because I'm like that. Right, them's the nasturtiums. They're not flowering, but they're on the way. The ones at home are flowering. That's where the compost heap was, and I've turned that over and I've planted the same cover crop in there that I've got in here, which is all coming up now. So this is mustard, crimson clover, phacelia, 2 types of mustard, Caliante mustard and white mustard, and then I've just extended that to the end just for the sake of neatness. I was going to take those gooseberries off, but I haven't, because Julia's just taken loads of rhubarb and it won't get eaten. So if you can see here, I've gone along, went a bit blurred there, so I've gone along all the edge of the path, and then that's all been chopped up and that's in there. The robin's been following me about today because I've been feeding him or her and their family, just fetching lots of millipedes as I'm digging over. Robin's picking at them. This was covered in bees earlier. This is the borage. There's a bee there. Oop, there we go. So yeah, that's still in full flower. Those cuttings I did last week of the Taunton Dean, both of them seem to be healthy, so touch wood, they're coming on. We've had some lettuce leaves. A few of the lettuces have bolted, so I've had those out there in the compost now. These broad beans have gone from nothing to, well, enormous. Look at those buggers. So I shall be cropping those over the coming weeks. Absolutely fantastic. I've got bloody loads of them. I've had some onions out, some white onions. Are they white onions? Brown onions? Don't know what you call them. And a couple of red baron, red onions. That's where the peas went in last week in the middle, and there's 2 rows of carrots. Not seeing anything of those yet. Didn't expect to see anything of those. I've cut these potato tops back to tidy this path up, and that's chopped up. You may have seen earlier, I've chopped all that up and that's gone in the compost. These pumpkins are flying up now. Some of them are starting to flower and fruit. Look at that. They're Atlantic giants. Does that mean it's going to produce more than one giant pumpkin? We shall see. The sunflowers have started to come out. Let's have a look. lovely. Don't tread on the chili peppers now. Look at this colour here. Look at that, it's beautiful. The Mange 2 went from nothing to absolute heroes, so I've had loads of Mange 2 off there. The leeks are flying up as well. I need weeding really. I weeded the onions today. These chilies are living. I didn't expect them to, but they seem to be clinging on. Oh, there's more Mange 2 here. I keep eating them. What more? Maybe I should take some home. And the lavender seems to be doing well as well. So all in all, I think we've had a pretty good day today. And I'm going home to watch football. So I'll see you next week.